Hey guys, please forgive my most minor absence. We just got back from our honeymoon. We were actually in Florida. We were at Halloween Horror Nights. It has been an exhausting couple of weeks. 2 weeks ago now, we were leading up to the wedding party. That was incredibly exhausting. And then about 6 hours after the wedding party, we got on a plane and we went to Disney. We've been in Disney since yesterday. We just flew back yesterday. So I wanted to... It's been a little bit since I put out a video, just with all the stress of getting everything set up. And I got a whole bunch of packages while I was away. So I kind of just wanted to kind of check out what we got. There's some stuff in here you've probably already seen other YouTubers open. That's great. You can hit the little skip button for those. But there's a couple in here that I'm really excited to show off and talk to you guys about, my followers. So just going to kind of dive on in. There's some huge stuff in here, and I'm not really worried about timing in this video. Like, I'm just gonna go. So I would like at least grab a snack, grab an energy drink. I prefer the Ghost, but you can have whatever you want. And we're just gonna take the dive. So I think we should start with not box set stuff. So the first one I got this from Amazon. This is In a Violent Nature. Look at this. I love this this slipcover here. You got the spot gloss down there. I love that. Here is the back. This was and still is one of my favorite movies of the year. Very excited that this got a very comprehensive release, which we'll go over in a little bit. What is this? What is this? This is a 2-disc release, and you got this really cool... I'm so mad. I tried to stuff Instagram as much as possible while on our honeymoon, but I did go on there a couple of times, and I saw this kind of poster thing that this came with. So, cool addition, though. This is like an old... I'm going to find a way to hang this up somehow. But check this thing out. Hopefully it's in focus. So that's really cool. And this is a 2-disc release, and I was really nervous because, you know, Shudder and these discs are flipped, which is weird. Shudder and RLJE, they tend to, I think, kind of skimp out on bonus features sometimes. But just looking at this release, I don't see that here. Like they did a good job here, and I haven't had a chance to dive into this yet, but. Let me put that back in and we'll see. So you do have a separate disc just for the bonus features. Storyboard kill galleries. We have Dead in the Water, the attempted making of the original In a Violent Nature. Candid on-set footage of the yoga kill. Scenes from that first version. There is commentaries, extra behind-the-scenes production, and cast commentary. So very excited to check out commentary on here. It is listed as production and crew commentary. And technical commentary. Technical commentary is probably going to be more my speed, but very excited to finally have that. I know there was a 4K announced, I think by Turbine Media. Not interested. This movie does not need a 4K. Does not. Now, a movie that does need a 4K, Twisters. So... check this out. I'm happy they didn't use the AI generated poster that the marketing used at the beginning of this movie. But yeah, so we did get Twisters on 4K. This was a must grab. Let's give away a digital code because I'm not going to use this. So whoever gets first grab at this, congratulations. We put that a little closer. I don't use these things typically go right in trash. But yeah, Twisters, believe it or not, one of the best times in the movies I've kind of had all year. Like, my expectations for this were really high, and I really, really, really wanted this to be great, right? That's what I wanted. Let me turn this up just a smidge. I wanted this to be great, and I was really hoping it would be great. And I definitely I have my fair share of issues with it, but as far as recapturing that, the energy and the pandemonium, when you watch the original Twister, like, the characters are fantastic. I think that's really what drives that. The soundtrack is great, but the Twister scenes are incredibly engrossing, and they are here too. where I think this lacks in creating engaging characters, where this lacks definitely in soundtrack, I think it really, really, really makes up for in just being a ton of fun. So I'm really anxious to see how this holds up at home. But we did get Twisters and add that into the collection. Let's see. So this next one, I know everybody's already showed off. Whatever, I'm going to show it off too. I did get the US release of the Hellraiser Quartet of Torment. This is the pinhead variant. There's the front. This is from Arrow Video. Some chains on the back. I just kind of like didn't jump on the UK one. I didn't really feel the need to like launch into it. I was kind of like, okay, you know, one day maybe. But I was like, I don't really feel the need. We have the Scarlet box, so I just didn't get like that extreme urge to grab it right away. But as soon as the US one was announced, there was a small sale and I grabbed it. And this is a beautiful release. I still prefer the Scarlet box over this. I don't want to go into what the differences are and stuff because I don't really know that much. The Scarlet box to me is still one of the coolest Blu-ray box sets ever released, and that's strictly my opinion. But yeah, I love that release, and very excited to have this though. We have watched Hellraiser and Hellbound, Hellraiser 2 in 4K. They look incredible, so I'm excited to dive into Hellraiser 3 actually later today. But this is what your discs are housed in, and it actually has a slip cover. So here is with the see-through slip. And then this pops out like this. And here is your disc tray. Beautiful artwork on this. Arrow, especially when it comes to the Hellraiser franchise, has done a lot of justice. And then this folds out and your discs are on the inside. So both of their major releases by Hellraiser, actually all of them, because there was the Steelbook. There was another Hellraiser release Arrow did too. There's been a couple, and all of them art-wise have really captured the franchise well. So I'm happy that they're still holding on to those rights and still doing it because they're doing a great job with them. So we'll slip that on, and then we have the book Ages of Desire. There is the artwork on that. This book is huge, big. Let's see what we have in here. So we have 195 pages in here. Let's see if we can just flip to it. I mean, this thing is hefty. So a lot of information in here. Very excited to dive in and check this out. Like I said, we watched Hellraiser, which looked fantastic. And then we watched Hellbound, Hellraiser 2. We watched that last night. It looked absolutely incredible in 4K. So very excited. I don't know, like, comparison wise, which is better, or like, you know, I don't really know the Blu-ray to 4K. I don't do comparisons. I kind of leave that to my friends on other channels to do that. To me, they looked really good. Like putting one, they looked great. So that's my basis on them. So let's skip this one for now. I did pick this up. So this is from a company called Kaleidoscope. This is the I Spit on Your Grave collection. So there is the front. Here is the back. And I didn't really... Okay. I didn't need this, but I wanted it for a very specific reason. This was only $35. Just want to say, from Orbit. $35. And a couple reasons why. Let me show you. So it opens up like this. Because I already have some of these, but there's a couple differences to me that kind of completed them that made this worth picking up. So let me slide this out here. Put that there, out of the way. So first up, and I haven't even taken these out of the shrimp rack yet, or the shrimp, the shrink wrap yet. But we have the original. So this is the original I Spit on Your Grave. This comes with the Growing Up with I Spit on Your Grave, which is a, I believe, 102 minute documentary that my version of I Spit on Your Grave does not have. So that alone with this was worth an upgrade. I think everything else is pretty much the same, but I know I was missing that, and I had been kind of keeping an eye on the Ronin 4K, which I know came with this, and picking that up, but I was going to pay double this, and really with the 4K, you know, always with 4Ks, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I imagine they look great. I imagine I Spit on Your Grave looks fantastic in 4K. I don't know why I would need it in 4K, per se. This is not a movie that I just casually toss on every now and again. But, you know, I figured to get this nice box, and a lot of now, like, at this point, it's kind of like consolidating. I just want to make as much room as possible for things. So, I don't know where to put the trash. So for now, it's just going down there. But, yeah, let's see. So no reversible art. Okay. So we have the original in here. We also have the remake, which Arrow just put out in 4K. This doesn't have anything new to it. We have 16 minutes of bonus features, which the Arrow 4K is obviously going to be the most comprehensive. So that's just there to complete the collection. And then we have I Spit on Your Grave 2. So this was the sequel to the remake. Which these movies, I feel like this is really when things change. I don't see the original I Spit on Your Grave as a bad movie, right? Ingestion does not mean agreement. Like, meaning if you watch a movie based on a certain subject, it does not mean that you agree to that or you think that that's right or wrong, right? They're just movies. Okay, let's say that. So watching movies of this content, it doesn't say anything about who you are or what kind of stuff that you enjoy, anything like that. It's just movies. So to me, these really kind of push it a bit further than need be, kind of to some heights I'm not a big fan of, but I still think they're worth the watch if you're a fan of the genre, because we're also talking about I Spit on Your Grave 3, Vengeance is Mine. This doesn't have anything new in it. But then this one here is so this is I Spit on Your Grave Deja Vu. This came out when? 2020? 2019 this came out, okay? So this was the return of Miyazaki, who was the director of the original. This was a big deal. And what he made was a 148-minute long I Spit on Your Grave movie that's not good at all. But I didn't have it. So, you know, this came as part of it. Yeah. Not very good. I need to give it a rewatch, though. I need to do justice. But for the $35 that I spent on this set, I'm happy to have it. I'm happy to compress it into a box set. I did just get a region-free player. That's another package that's out there. So I will be able to enjoy these just fine. But that's the I Spit on Your Grave collection. This. Oh my god. This is a dream for me. Talking about the Cauldron Films Houses of Doom set. Check this out. And then on the back we have a little quote there. What does it say? If time turned back, our sins would have to start anew. So, Cauldron Films. Basically, in Italy, there was this weird time period where some producers thought, hey, we should get some big name horror directors and we'll do like a TV miniseries with it. Like 4 made-for-TV horror films. That'd be cool. So they got Lucio Fulci and Umberto Lenzi. They're like, yeah, these are our guys. These are who we need. And they hired and commissioned them to make 4 made-for-TV horror movies. And then, in a shocking turn of events, they get these 4 movies and they're like, we can't put these on TV. Which, I don't know how they ever thought they were going to anyway. But, and these are those 4. So, let's check this out. It comes out. It's a nice hard box. So, just going to go in order that these are in here. The first movie is by Umberto Lenzi. This is The House of Lost Souls. I haven't seen any of these. I only know of them. That artwork is killer. Look at that. So this was a 4-film horror series that was made for Italian television in 1989. This is uncut and restored from a 2K scan of the film negative. So this is 87 minutes, 1989. This one comes with working with Umberto, an interview with effects artists, interview with composer Claudio Simonetti. The Criminal Cinema of Umberto Lenzi, and then 2 commentaries on here. So we have one with Sam Deegan and one with Rob Burnett and Adrian Smith. So I will be checking both of those out. The artwork on here was done by Matthew Therian. So great work here. So if we crack this open, there is a poster. Let's see if this has the original. No, I think it's just a bigger version of that. Yeah, it is. So the commissioned artwork on the front. Then we have our disc. So very excited to check these out. Cauldron Films does incredible work. Incredible work. So next one, this is the second Umberto Lenzi one. This is The House of Witchcraft, which if that artwork doesn't sell you, then I don't know what to tell you. Look how sick that is. This is awesome. So this one comes with a Artisan of Mayhem, another interview with the effects artist. We have The House of Professionals, which is an interview with cinematographer Nino Celeste. And then we have a commentary with Eugenio Ercolani, Nathaniel Thompson, and Troy Howarth. Troy Howarth alone makes this worth the listen to on that commentary. So yeah, again, we have the poster. Great work here. Put this in the right way. And then we get into our 2 Lucio Fulci titles, which I think these are the main appeal for most people. To me, the Umberto Lenzi ones are more exciting, but very excited to watch anything Fulci. We have The Sweet House of Horrors, which on the bottom right is the most Fulci image I've ever seen in my life. Look at that artwork again. I think this is by Matthew Therian again. This we have an interview with our set designer. We have an interview with the actress, interview with the editor. Time with Fulci, interview with effects artist Elio Terabelli. We have archival interviews and audio commentary by Eugenio Ercolani and Troy Howarth. So again, another audio commentary, 100% worth the watch. Now, what's cool about these 2 Lucio Fulci releases is these are actually double disc releases because we have the soundtrack in here as well. So we have the original soundtrack by Vince Tempera. So super cool. Super, super cool. I know I keep saying that, but it's incredible, this release. Seriously. Can't wait to take a dive into this and check out these movies. The Sweet House of Horrors. And then I think this is the biggest, the most well-known of the set. This is The House of Clocks. Check out that artwork there. Absolutely incredible. This, again, we have a lot on here. We have an interview with cinematographer, interview with the composer, interview with first assistant director. We have an interview with the effects artist, more archival interviews. This one we have an audio commentary with Eugenio Ercolani, Nathaniel Thompson, and Troy Howarth, as well with an archival trailer. But this one again, when we crack it open, this one has but again, Vince Tempera did both of these, so the soundtrack is in here as well. So absolutely beautiful release from Cauldron. This is the, I think, second Cauldron title that I have in my collection. I think the other is Gates of Hell. I maybe have one other, but this, if you're in any way a fan of Italian horror, Lucio Fulci, Umberto Lenzi, any of that area, check this out because this is an incredibly in-depth release. Incredible. Let me take a sip of this old drink here. Don't worry, we got one left. So, mine did come a little damaged. To anybody who recently ordered anything from Umbrella, they had a warehouse switch, and they sent out a thing, and they were like, hey, look, packaging was not up to our standards. Our apologies if there was any damage. Like, reach out with any issues. And there was some on mine, but not enough that I really warranted to reach out and kind of complain. Just very happy to have this. And also, too, buying this set... Actually, no. Buying the Terrifier Art Attack put me on the VIP list, which I was very excited for. So, super cool there. But I'm talking about Caligula. I know Jordan over at the Movie Den, I kind of pseudo-convinced him to pick this up, and then he did his video on it, which was great. Go check that out. But he did that while I was away. So let me show this thing off real quick. Here is the beautiful front cover. And for those wondering, it's very heavy. Yeah, very heavy. There you go. Just a couple years ago, I was deadlifting 700 pounds. Now I'm struggling to hold something like this up. Why? I have like... The damage on this was so weird. It was like this weird sticky stuff all over it. So very strange. So let's get everything out here. There is a lot about this set I cannot show, but we'll try our best. We'll navigate it the best that we can. Yeah, you can't see it in there, but the top of my case got all torn apart. And then it kind of came up to the top here. Real weird. But this was, and by the way, I just want to show, because I have this here. I got a really low number. I got number 459 of 5,000 on this one. So first 500, which is cool. That doesn't matter, but it's still cool to have. As far as most anticipated of the year, this by far is the release I was looking forward to the most. It's the moment it was announced. The moment the rumors started, I was very excited. And then at first, I kind of like... I didn't jump on this very early. We were getting ready for the wedding. We were getting ready for a lot. There was a lot of expenses going on. And I had actually ordered the Unobstructed View release. And if you guys want to know all the drama what happened with that US release of Caligula, you can go and kind of see that through Disconnect, and Dawn the Disc kind of posted about it. I know Diabolic did a blog post about it. But Unobstructed View has... when they first started marketing, kind of said like, hey, we're releasing the uncut version. So for those who don't know, there's, I believe it says on here, 5 cuts of this movie that this release contains, right? One of the big appeals of this is that you get the uncut version, which is like 150 minutes and is actually the most obscene of all the cuts. It's the one that contains all of the additional craziness added back into it. The ultimate cut, which is the 4K on here, is sort of them kind of going back in and removing some of that, but also adding some more additional footage and kind of reshaping this to be the prestigious large-scale movie that it is. This movie's gone through a really rough, really crazy time. So the Unobstructed View, the US release, originally said it was going to contain the uncut version, which, not saying I'm the most excited to watch, but if I'm going to put out money for a release like this, like, give me all the cuts. I want everything just to have. Like, I want to dive into this like a swimming pool, head first, right into this, and I want to check it all out. And then word came out, and people were like, wait a second. You said you had the uncut version. You do not. What's going on? I canceled mine, and I ordered this. Luckily, this was still in stock. So, let's see everything that's in here. First up, we have Caligula, screenplays and novelization. This thing is huge. So there's your front. There's nothing on the back. This is 423 pages. And this contains, let's see. Let's open this up here. Yeah, see, there's like sticky stuff on the top. What the heck? So we have the 1975 draft screenplay, which was 192 pages. We have the 76 draft, which is about 140 some pages. And then you have the novelization 331, which is less than 100 pages, which is real weird that it's less than 100 pages. But God, man, this thing is huge. Man, but fear none. We have another book. We have this perfect hardbound book there with that very well-known cover. Nothing on the back. This one here, in typical Umbrella fashion, beautiful. Can't wait to get into this. So for anybody who doesn't know Caligula, somebody from the Doylestown Daily Intelligencer said this is the most perverted, despicable, and offensive motion picture ever made. So we have an introduction, we have production, we have the story of the original release, we have stuff about the restoration, we have essays, we have stuff about the custom artwork. There's all kinds of stuff in here. I just want to make sure that I can show you whatever's in here. So here's like production diary. There is just all kinds of stuff going on in here, and there's also a lot I can't show you in here either. Like, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, so we got artwork. So beautiful, incredibly beautiful. I can't show you all of this. I can't show you the front, but there is a recreation of the May 1980 Caligula penthouse cover. And it even has a old cigarette thing on the back there. This, I don't believe I could show you any page of. Yeah, can't show you that. Nope. Yeah. No. No. Why is it already sticky? Yeah, I can show you this. This is okay. This is just what it looks like. This is just like Umbrella just always takes it to the next level, right? Definitely can't show you any of that. Always takes it to the next level. That's why Umbrella has become one of my favorite companies to collect. Certainly cannot show you any of that. I'm really trying to find something to show you, but it's not working at all. So, man. So there you go. There's kind of like what it. Yeah. So we do have art cards. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if I can show you any of these. Let's see what we got here. So it looks like we just have some different posters. So we have, I love the blue. And that one there. Yeah, these should be okay. What better proof that I am God? I have a husband and a wife, and that is all I will ever be. So there is that there. I've heard amazing things about this transfer. There we go. So I cannot wait to dive into this thing. I know I was talking to Jordan from the Movie Den about possibly like reviewing this movie together. I still got to talk to him about that if he, you know, what he feels about diving into this. But maybe you'll see a video of us together talking about this. Okay, so I could show you all these. So super cool there. You get all these together like this. And then, of course, you have your slip cover. So there is the front of the slip. There is the back. We slide this up. I did already flip it to the rating-free cover there. And then on the inside, there's a poster, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 discs. One is a 4K. The rest are Blu-rays. So let's get into exactly what's going on in here, right? Because it's cool to see this, but then you're probably like, "Yeah, I didn't pick this up. What's in there?" And that's not closing. So let's take a gander real quick before we get out of here as far as what we're actually getting with this release. So, okay. So we have a brand new 4K HDR and reconstruction on a UHD 100 disc, so plenty of room, no need for compression there. We have 5 different cuts across 1 UHD and 3 Blu-rays. Over 200-page hardback bound book, including a host of essays, interviews, 200-page book with 2 screenplays and novelization, partial reprint of the May 1980 Penthouse. Let's look at the bonus features here. So on the 4K, we have the Ultimate Cut as well as an audio commentary with Heather Drain. Then we have 3 Blu-ray discs. So one of them does contain the Ultimate Cut, which is 173 minutes. The unrated, uncensored cut, that was the one I was talking about earlier, 156 minutes. We have the, I think it's Lo Caligula, the Italian cut, that is 124 minutes and in standard definition. And then we have the Australian rated cut, which is also in standard definition. That is 102 minutes. And then we have the pre-release cut, which is 153 minutes. I don't think it's enough cuts. I don't think. Let's see. So we have audio commentaries with Heather Drain, audio commentary with Malcolm McDowell, moderated by Nick Redman. Audio commentary with actress Helen Mirren, Alan Jones, and James Ellis Chaffin. Audio commentary with on-set writer Ernest Volkman. He was interviewed by Nathaniel Thompson. We have Caligula, The Rise, Fall, and Resurrection video essay by Jarrett Grand. Thomas Nagovin and Aaron Shaps discuss Caligula, The Ultimate Cut. Thomas Negavan on Caligula at Cannes. We have a post-screening Q&A with Malcolm McDowell. A Fantastic Fest Q&A, Malcolm McDowell. Hours of archival footage, including deleted scenes, alternate scenes, behind-the-scenes documentaries, featurettes, interviews with Tinto Brass, John Steiner, Lori Wagner, Gore Vidal, and more. I think I read on here. Let's see what this said. There is the Ultimate Cut on this. which is a reconstruction by producer Thomas Nagavin of over 90 hours of original footage. Yeah, there's so much here. This is like, I don't know how people say things like physical media is dead when you have releases like this out in the world now. And of course, you know, Umbrella's, they're given the love, like they're putting in the work and they're doing absolutely incredible stuff. This being this, and then like the Super Mario Brothers set, like we can't argue that anymore, man. There's some amazing stuff coming out, and Umbrella, I just can't thank enough for giving this movie a treatment like this. So I just hope I can get everything back in the box. There we go. So that is Caligula. But yeah, so that is my little haul. I was trying to hold off on recording this until my Vinegar Syndrome haul comes in, which is in a matter of hours. But we still have a lot of unpacking to do. We have a lot of just stuff, cleaning, and all kinds of crazy stuff to do. So thanks for hanging out for a little bit. I appreciate you guys. Do me a favor, go and follow me over on Instagram. That is Beardedfilmguy, same name as the channel here. And yeah, let me know of any of these, what you picked up and what you like the most. And let's talk about them, because first comes movies, second comes physical media. Let's talk about movies. Let's just do it all the time, all day, no shame. So have a great one, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Later.